Well, hey everybody, it is Tuesday, it's the 18th of November, 2025. I haven't done a ramen review on here for a while, and I haven't done a Tapatío product review on here for a while, so let's do a Tapatío flavored ramen product, shall we? So I've already done the original Tapatío ramen. I remember it was really good. I really like those frozen Tapatío enchiladas too. Chicken enchiladas, excellent. They have a beef one too that I might try sometime. But for today, we're going to try the Tapatío beef birria flavored ramen. Now, I'm not really that familiar with what beef birria tastes like. I know what's in it. I know it's like beef or steak that's marinated and stewed, and it's marinated in, usually like a blend of maybe ancho chiles, guajillo chiles, maybe a couple others. I know that there's usually some warming spices in there. You got to run oregano, cumin, cinnamon, clove, tomato, garlic, onion. All right, so I'm going to be looking for all those flavors in this. But then again, I'm not really going to be able to say, oh, does this authentically taste like beef birria? Because typically when I go to Mexican restaurants, I order either chicken or seafood. I'm not a big beef or steak fan. Once in a while, maybe, but it's really not my thing. But this is a signature Mexican dish. Tapatío is giving us their rendition on it in ramen form. So really, rather than evaluate authenticity, I'm just going to say, is it good? I'm going to ask myself that. I looked over the ingredients. Didn't see any of those warming spices in there. It did say that there were spices in it. It didn't say what. It didn't say which kind of chili peppers were in, chili powders were in the spices, and it did not say about the other spices. So I don't know if there's cinnamon and clove in there. We'll have to see. It did say that there was garlic. It did say there was onion. It did say that there was carrot. Didn't see if there was cumin or onion, or sorry, cumin or oregano. I could do without the oregano. Not the biggest fan. All right, here we go. And even though it says that it's a soup, these are really just noodles. There's like very little broth in there. I followed the instructions. Not exactly. It said fill up to the fill line with hot water, and I filled it up to almost the fill line. So I didn't want it to be too soupy, but I didn't know it was going to have this little amount of broth. So, okay. We're not going to be sampling broth or evaluating broth today. We're just going to be sampling and evaluating noodles with a seasoning packet and a little bit of liquid. Here we go. Okay. They did not identify the spices in there. I'm tasting cinnamon, and I'm tasting clove, and I'm tasting cumin. And I'm tasting really nice, spicy and tangy pepper in there. Tangy, spicy, and with a hint of smoke too. So maybe there's chipotle in there. I'm not sure. And I'm tasting more than one pepper. And that's impressive. For a ramen bowl, a microwavable ramen bowl that I got from a gas station, for me to not just taste a complex pepper flavor there, but for me to not just taste a generic like chili pepper flavor in there, I'm tasting different peppers. I'm tasting that kind of like the tanginess of an ancho pepper and the savoriness of a guajillo pepper and the smokiness of a chipotle pepper. I'm tasting distinctive pepper flavors in there. That's amazing. That is not common for a microwavable ramen bowl. One more bite. It's nice. It's got a really nice, like, warm spiciness to it. Accented by like flavors of roasted garlic and onion. Love that. It's got a complex flavor. Now I kind of wish I created more of a broth. I'd like to take a spoon and just try the broth. I don't have a spoon out here, and it's gross for me to just tip it over and drink out of the bowl. But I imagine it'd be a really nice savory broth. I like this a lot. Another winner from Tapatío. Highly recommend. If you come across this will be cheap too, depending on how reasonable your local convenience stores and gas stations are. Could be anywhere from $1.50 to maybe upwards of $3. Whatever the price, it's worth it. I'd pay $5 for this. This is a really nice lunch. And it's perfect for a day like this. Kind of a chilly late autumn day. Nice warm bowl of spicy, savory Tapatío birria flavored ramen. It is perfect. Love it. I'm going to give this an 8. This is one of the best microwavable ramen bowls that I've ever tried. Keep it up, Tapatío. I love your products.